update in a motherfucking motivational video because I don't know what it is, y'all, but every time when I'm by myself, the camera's off and shit, fuck, I'm able to pop my shit type shit, you know? But then I turn the motherfucking camera on. I turn the camera on, it's like everything that I would say off camera just go out the fucking window. But I know eventually I'm just being tested, and I know eventually if I keep going, God will see that like I'm dedicating myself to this and that I'm really serious about healing other people and sharing my experience in my journey in life. And I feel like I'm just being tested right now to see like how far will I go, because I always will start something and stop something. But it's different this time because the way I feel, y'all, I don't know if it's the energy in the air or what, but the way I feel is I feel like it's hard to even put in words. I feel abundant. I feel great within. And I understand that you can have those days where sometimes you feel like crap, or maybe during the day your emotions might fluctuate, and that's normal and that's okay. And I'm coming to terms with that because I feel like on my journey to enlightenment and stuff, I feel like I gotta always be happy and I gotta always be positive, and I can't be mad, I can't be sad. But it's like that's honestly fake, because that's the whole point. You gotta feel the emotion. You gotta process what you're going through before you can even let it go. If you don't process what you're going through, if you don't feel your emotions, even if it's happy, even if it's good or bad, if you don't process that shit, you basically just holding it in. So like, when I get like upset or something during the day or something, or maybe something might trigger me, I'm not reacting to it, which I'm glad about. But within, I am reacting to it because I kind of feel a type of way. And it'll take for me to like go by myself and process what just happened and process how I'm feeling and why I feel like that. And then I'm able to like then tap in back to that high vibrational frequency, because it's like, oh, like I get it now. Like, for example, yesterday, I was having a good day. And I got a notification on my phone from Cash App, and basically saying that my account was locked for gambling shit, whatever. And I'm like, I just downloaded this app back. I don't use this app like that. I barely fuck with Cash App just because that specific reason, because Cash App has been around for a long ass time. And if y'all don't know by now, that Cash App will literally shut your account down for no apparent reason, and your money will be stuck in that bitch. So I always knew that shit, and that's why I always never really liked using Cash App. I prefer to use Zelle or PayPal or something other than Cash App, okay? But right now, I'm using Cash App, and yeah, I got a notification that shit just got locked. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm paying attention to how I'm feeling during the moment, and I'm feeling good still. And I'm like, okay, I'm noticing how like when I'm feeling good and something would happen, I would try to make myself mad. And see, that's normal coming from someone who has been through a lot of trauma and who has been coming out of this dark night of the soul and transformation and rebirth. It's normal. But at least I caught myself, and I'm like, bro, I'm not even mad, and I don't even know why I'm trying to fixate my attention and energy on these thoughts to even make me mad. Only reason I wasn't mad is because I felt in my heart, like, this is why you gotta focus on how you feel, because I felt in my heart that my account was gonna be unlocked the next day. I'm like, bro, because I don't do shit, I don't use that account like that. So I'm like, bro, this gotta be a test from spirit to see, like, can I sustain being in a high frequency, because that's all it's about. It's all about, when you rise in your frequency, it's all about keeping that mental state in high vibrations, no matter what. It's normal to get down and upset, but your energy and your frequency, it fluctuates and it changes throughout the day. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes. Everything is in motion all day, every day. So that's why I say it's normal, but it's about how you react to those thoughts and to how you feel that plays a different part. And like, I was just sitting there like, damn. Then I started fixating on the thoughts, and it was causing me to get a little mad. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Like, why am I getting mad when I already know that? Like, I already know what's the outcome. So here me trying to control the situation, I'm like, man, I'm finna go try to unlock my account. I'm calling the people. They literally just saying, oh, you violated our terms. I'm like, what's the term? Like, what did I specifically violate? Because this is not the time. This is not the time. So you better tell me, what did I specifically do? Because this is not the time. And he was like, oh, I can't give you a specific, it doesn't say here. And I'm just sitting here like, telling myself, okay, I can't get mad at this worker on the phone because it's not his fault. So I'm like, okay, bye. And I hang up the phone. And then I was with my friend at the time, and she was like, just wait. If you keep going back to the app, if you keep trying, you just gonna piss yourself off. I'm like, you're right. So I let it go. I'm like, bro, it'll be alright. During that day, I was chilling and shit, and then I'm hot as fuck in the backseat. I'm hot as fuck. Shawty come out of nowhere. They pull up to McDonald's. They order food. I ain't order nothing. I'm not hungry, and I try not to eat McDonald's. She ordered her some fries. We pull up to the thing. I guess, I don't know, because I was high as fuck and I really was not like tuned into what they was doing. But I guess she said her phone died, so she couldn't pay for the fries. So she was like, you got $3 and I'll pay you back. Now what triggered me is, one, I'm high as fuck, so she caught me off guard. Two is, I got money because you was just in the store with me trying to help me get the money off my Cash App. And you seen my wallet. You seen the money I had in my wallet. And then at the store, you asked for my change because I had money. And she was just like, give me your change. She didn't say, can I get some of your change, please? She's just like, give me your change. And I'm like, I did take it a little personal, but I'm like, damn, I can't take it personal because, like, this is, like, my family member. If they just say, give me your change in that tone, like, I wouldn't take it personal. So I'm like, okay. But then we pull up to that McDonald's. She like, give me $3, I'll pay you back. She's like, I believe I got $3. I think I got $3 at the crib. My phone dead, and I'm like, it's $3. You don't have to pay me back. Now within how I was feeling, I was pissed, not gonna lie. I wasn't pissed, but I was blowed because I'm like, I was a little upset and triggered because I'm like, you just seen what I'm going through in life. For the chosen ones that's going through a rebirth and a transformation, y'all should be in a phase of where y'all gotta make a deep ass decision, a drastic decision. Whether you should stay, leave, continue doing this, doing that, let this person go, let that go. Y'all should be in the phase of making decisions right now. And so, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, that my Cash App just got locked with all my cash and this and that, and you want to dig in my wallet for the last little bit of cash I got? Fuck. But as I'm walking back home, see, this is how God gets you. I'm walking back home. That's how God tests you. And as I'm walking back home by myself, so nobody else's energy around me, it's just me, myself, so I can finally think and process the situation and how I was feeling. And as I'm walking, I'm like, hold on. When it comes to manifesting your desired timeline, your highest timeline, and being one with your higher self, you have to move and act the way you would move and act like you already there, like you already that person, you already have it. Everything you desire, you already got it. Whether it's $1 million, whether it's being on TV, you already have it. You already that person that's doing that. So I had to ask myself, I'm like, hold on. This is a test. Hold on, God. You almost got me. Because I'm like, I'm not Aaliyah anymore. That's not, I transform. I'm Galaxia now. I'm Galaxia. And if you can't pronounce that, just call me Galaxy. Or water. But I'm asking myself, would Galaxy be... Would she want $3 back? Like, if somebody asked for $3, would she want somebody to pay her back? Galaxy, the one that's like a artist, she's already wealthy, healthy, she's focused, she's achievable, she's successful. Would she want those $3 back? Fuck no. Would she give a fuck about those $3? Fuck no. She rich. Why the fuck would she give a fuck about somebody paying her back $3? She rich. So once I had asked myself that and caught myself, I was like, I started laughing on the way home. I'm like, you almost got me, God. That was a test. That was a test to see if I really believed that I was in the highest timeline. That was a test. And I'm like, I passed that shit. Because I found out it was a test. I'm like, okay. So then, y'all, that guacamole? Damn! Anyways, back on track. So I realized, and then that's why you gotta pay attention to what people like saying too, because people who are weak and they're vibrating low, they're easy to be controlled. I look at everybody like they're spirits, cause we are. And before she asked for the money and shit, she had said out loud, like hours before that, like early in the day, she was like, I like to test people to see if they really care. I like to test the waters. And she's talking about her boyfriend at the time, because she had asked for her boyfriend drink, even though she had already had a drink. She just wanted to see if he would give it to her. So once I added that to that, I'm like, did she try to test me to see if I would give her the $3 and not give a fuck or what? I'm like, she cool with it, she smooth with it. But hey, like, once you sit with yourself and calculate, I'm like, that's why you process things. I had to process that. And I'm like, bruh, I was just with her the other day and she bought me fries too. So I'm like, this thought in my head that's trying to piss me off at the fact that this girl just asked for $3, I'm not finna entertain that thought, because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. And so I went on my walk home, bought me some Skittles, and I laughed all the way home, because I'm like, damn, like, life is crazy, and it really do test you in the most weirdest, wildest ways. Because before you receive your abundance, Spirit need to know if you're ready. And that's why I feel like with this too, because I keep trying to put videos out, and I keep trying to like just share my experiences in life and teach to others who are seeking, because I know chosen ones be very lonely, bro. Like, and this shit can get lonely, and when shit get lonely, you start to doubt yourself, you start to doubt your abilities, you start to doubt like how far you got, you start to like just lose faith and trust. So I've been trying to like put my experience out there and stuff, because I enjoy this. Now that I'm really doing it, I really enjoy this shit. I really do. And every time I would get on here and I would try to do something, shit would start tweaking out, glitching, audio fucked up, whatever the case might be. But I still, every day, attempt to record these videos. And if that ain't showing God enough that I'm here and I'm ready, then I don't know what the fuck is, because I'm doing it. There's been so many times I've been on TikTok, and TikTok will literally, before I even post, like as I get done recording it, and it takes you to the editing portion, the audio will not even be on the video. And I'm just like, how? Where the fuck did the audio go? Who took the audio? And it always be when I'm speaking some real deep shit, and I be so blown because I be in a flow state. So it's like I be like, damn, that would have snapped. But then I be like, damn, maybe God just wanted me to hear that. Maybe that wasn't for nobody else. Maybe that was for me. But you guys have to realize that before you transform into your new timeline, even if you already shifted, you still have to walk in that knowing. You still have to move in the way that you would move being your higher self. You still have to think the way your higher self would think. And that's why if you feel like you're getting attacked more than usual by people close to you or friends, family, whatever the case might be, it's just because Spirit's trying to see how strong you are. Can you hold that vibration and that frequency no matter what's going on around you? Because you're not even supposed to be focusing. You're not even supposed to be focusing on what's going on around you. You're supposed to be focusing on what's going on within you. So can you hold that frequency, that high vibrational frequency? Can you hold that shit while we beat the fuck out your ass? That's basically what it is. Can you hold it? Because you got to realize, like, it's all an illusion. So when I see somebody, like for example, I had to cut, and I realized I had a journal, and I still have this journal to this day, and I was reading it yesterday. This journal was from 2021. No, this journal was from 2020 to early 2022 or late 2021. And as I'm reading this journal, I have the realization that I've been in the same cycle for the longest. And like, yeah, I knew I was in a cycle, but when you go back and you read what you wrote years ago, and you really see that, oh my God, this is a big ass cycle, that shit just hit different. And like, when I was sitting there reading that damn journal and reading from my old self, all I was talking about is how I'm alone, how I had to let go of family members and people close to me who hurt me because they were hindering me, and how the way people treated me really hurt me because I didn't deserve that, and I never really got clarity on why, because most of the times and most of the situations that I've been through, people have treated me like shit and I have not done anything to them. People have became my friend and cut me off for no apparent reason, and talked about me on social media for no apparent reason. And I always would get hurt because I'd be like, damn, why? Like, what did I do? I didn't do shit. If you know me, I'll be chilling. I'm a cool ass person. I'll be chilling. I ain't gonna disrespect nobody. I ain't finna even entertain or reciprocate that negative energy no more. It's like, bro, if you show me that you with the bullshit, I don't like bullshit, so I'm not gonna hang around you. Simple. I'm not gonna accept that. I won't allow it. I won't entertain that shit. Simple. Back then, you disrespect me, bitch, I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for you. But now it's like, I don't see it so many times where people have did me so dirty and they ain't do shit. And I watch how their life just fall apart. And no, it's not funny. But I just know I'm protected and I'm guided. Just like when I was working at this job, I was living with my boss because we actually opened we got branched off to Orlando and we opened the business together. It was a group of us, so we all got a home, woot de woot, and Shawty was just, she would throw indirect jokes out at me. She would say rude shit. And it's like, I'm so tapped in that you don't have to say my name. You don't even have to look at me. I'ma still know you talking about me. I'm still know you trying to be funny. Because, damn. Because energy never lies. And so I was already wanting to quit that job because I felt like I was being a slave, literally. I was working from Monday to Sunday. I was working from 7 a.m. You're supposed to get out of work at 8, but I wasn't getting home until like 12 a.m. I'll get home at 11 a.m., but I won't be in my bed. Because when you get home, you take a shower, you roll up, smoke, have a little me time. By the time I do all that, it's 12, 1 a.m. Every fucking day. Don't forget the weekends. Because I work the weekends too. I did recruiting. I did teaching, mentoring, training. Literally. Asking other people, what are your goals for this week? This and that. Fast forward, she called me in the room. My boss called me in the room. The two bosses called me in the room in their office, and they're like, they start the conversation off with, "How your day going? How are you feeling today?" And I'm like, I feel great. I'm having a good day. Motherfucker, I had to take the hat off with that one. I'm having a good day. And after they asked me, how was my day going? And they saw I'm having a good day, they fired me. On some funny shit. Why would you ask me if I'm having a good day just to fire me? Bitch, you should have just told me. But it's the energy behind it. They're sitting there, we want you to have the opportunity to make more money in this. First of all, that's my choice, not yours. Second of all, my money was great because I don't spend money on shit. I don't spend much. Because I really buy what I need. If it's a want, then I'll treat myself when I feel like I need to reward myself. But I made sure I managed my money well because it was a commission job. So you're dumb as fuck if you don't manage your money at all, but especially if you work commission. It was the energy behind. It was like, it's like when people talk to me now, the spirit is separate from the physical body. So you could be talking to me and you could be telling me in my face that you love me, you care for me, you want the best for me, you could be smiling, you could be whatever the fuck. And everything that you're saying, it's like the truth is being shown and said through you. So a motherfucker can say all that and I can see the truth. Because I feel it and I just hear it too. So I was picking up the energy that they was firing me on some funny shit, trying to be funny. I'm like, alright. I went home. Uber home. Remember, they all live with me. How you gonna let me go to work? How you gonna let me come to work knowing you was gonna fire me? And we live together. You should have just told me at the house. You see what I'm talking about? You should have told me at the motherfucking house. Then, fast forward, I'm stressed out now because, you know, they fired me around Christmas time. Literally, like, 2-3 days before Christmas. So after they fired me on some funny shit, they all spread to their hometown. They take a plane. They all go visit their family for Christmas and shit. I'm at the house by myself because my family is toxic as fuck. So I don't celebrate the holidays. As a chosen one, it's me, solo dolo, lone wolf. So not only did you fire me, and I'm stressed out, I gotta look for a job because rent. You fired me, rent coming up. Not only is it Christmas, rent right around the corner. And you got your motherfucking hand out. It was trying to be funny. So, ain't gonna lie, I cried and I was stressed and I was scared. Because I'm like, bro, rent coming up. I had the money for rent. But the thing is, that was my savings. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, do I give them all my savings for rent, and then my period gonna come up, and I'm gonna need all these girl things, and you know, I have to have some money for my pockets for me to eat. They go grocery shopping and then they order DoorDash the same day. They make a family meal and eat two bowls out that bitch. Put that shit in the fridge and that shit go old. I've never seen mold on Chipotle. I've never seen mold on Chipotle. I did that day though. So I had to ask myself, is it me or them? Sometimes you be in those situations where you gotta be like, do I put them first or me? This is survival. I felt like I was in survival mode. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I gotta survive. Is it me or them? Y'all motherfuckers going to Disney. Y'all spending about $60, $100 on margaritas and drinking alcohol every fucking day of the week. Literally. You gonna have your hand out on some funny shit. Alright. So guess what I did? Ain't pay that motherfucking rent. Bitch, you pay the rent. Cause I need my money. You try to be funny. Alright. So, that happened. And then I ended up going to I don't even know why I'm going to that, but that happened. And then she came to the kitchen and she was like, after she fired me, literally like a week later, she comes home and she's wearing a fucking arm sling. Like, you know when you break your arm and shit, they put that shit on you? And out of curiosity, I'm like, yo, what happened to you? She said, I did a cartwheel and I fell and broke my shoulder or her elbow or something like that. 111 on the clock. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, nah, you ain't fall. You fucked up when you fucked with me and my ancestors tripped your ass and you bust your ass and bust your shit. That's what happened. But did I say that to her? No, I didn't. I didn't say that to her. I just was like, damn. Because I knew what happened, but I was just like, damn. When you a chosen one and you protected and you highly protected and guided, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to move in negativity. God see it all. God hear it all. They gonna move that shit for you. Just the same way they move shit, opportunities and people in your way to help you when you need it at the right moment, or that money come when you need it at the right moment. The same applies on the other spectrum. Let a person move funny with you. You ain't gotta do shit. As a chosen one, you ain't got to do shit. And I've seen that so many times where I've cried and I've been genuinely hurt and I didn't retaliate. But God did. But God did. And so now, as I rise in frequency, I see all these people trying to attack me. You gotta realize these are spirits. They are being controlled because they are weak. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, first I should have knew, because when my mother, she had sent me an apology about the things she did to me. What threw me off is when my sister called me and she showed me the message that she got. My mom literally copied and pasted the same apology for all her kids. So I'm like, it doesn't sound genuine, because I feel like a genuine apology should not be copy and pasted. So it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but I accepted it. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that she doing it, because that take a lot of strength for a person like her to apologize. Fast forward a couple days later, she called me and I'm happy. I ain't just woke up, but I was still laying down and I'm happy. And she called me, bringing up the past. She called me projecting onto me, and because I ain't agree with her, that shit went left. Because when you are vibrating high, this is another thing I had to learn in this cycle right here. When you are vibrating high, you cannot try to make people down here see your vision, or most importantly, understand your vision or understand you. See, and that was my problem, because she even said on the phone, Leah always repeating herself. I mean, first of all, it's Galaxia. I'm not a Leah no more. That's the point. You don't know me. Second of all, you right. I always repeat myself because I'm talking to the wrong motherfuckers. When you realize you're repeating yourself because you try to be heard and understood, you talking to the wrong motherfuckers. Because the person that's going to understand you and that's on that same frequency, it ain't going to be no blockage on no wall. You got to look at your conversations like a radio station. When you are in Tampa and you are tuning into a radio station, you cannot tune into a radio station in Orlando. You're not in Orlando. You're in Tampa. What happens when you try to tune into a radio station that's not in where you at? That shit start glitching and it be static and you barely can hear the music coming in and out. It's the same with the conversations. When you're vibrating high, you can't speak to people down here. You can. But when it comes to that deep talk, like your perceptions on life and evolution and growth and how a person should treat another person or anything high vibrational, they not gonna get it. They not gonna get it. And it took for me to go back in my journal from 2020 to see that, and I've been stuck in this big ass cycle. And the two main problems in the cycle was me holding on to people that was not benefiting me. Family, partnerships, friends. I'm holding on to them because I don't want to be alone. But I'm holding on to them for what? They stress me out. They made my self-esteem low. They made my confidence go down. They made me cry. They made me depressed. And I can't say they made me, but when I'm around them, my energy is depleted. It's drained. So what the fuck am I holding on to them for? So guess what I did? I block. I don't care if you are my parent, a brother, a sister, a motherfucking animal. If you are attacking me and hindering me, I do not accept, I do not allow it. You are blocked from my reality. You do not get to enter the galaxy realm. You do not get to even have access to this energy, to me. Because that's how worthy and deserving I am. That's how worthy and deserving you are. It gets to a point where they shouldn't even have access and energy to you. Why you think God moved you out of certain people's life? Out of nowhere. You think, oh, because maybe you don't got nowhere to go, or you don't have no other friend, or whatever the case might be, you scared. But it's like God working for you. Why would God want to keep you around people who are draining your energy when God wants you to complete your mission? So now when people try to trigger me and shit, and I start to feel some type of way, I distance myself. I go put my feet in the grass, or I go take a walk, and I process the situation and what just happened. And once I process the situation and shit, then I'm like, okay, so y'all, this shit right here busting. Now I see why Billie Eilish was like, what are avocados? I go process my emotions. And then once I process it, and I see how a person is moving and how that person is not genuine, I just maneuver different around them. I stay as far as possible away. Don't talk to me, I ain't talking to you. Don't look at me, I ain't looking at you. Fuck it. Because it's to a point, y'all, where like, once you are so aware, and you should be in a phase in your life where your abilities are getting stronger. At least for me, that shit is, I've been aware, but this is nothing compared to before. Like, the way I feel now and how aware I am, it's crazy. The shit I can pick up and I be right. So it's like, do everything every day. You have to do something that's going to lift you up and keep you in high spirits. If a person try to make you mad or make you react in any type of way, and you are aware of it, just go process your emotions, because you still gonna feel the emotions. Process the situation, and then let it go. And tell yourself that, hey, they be in control. Because once you just keep telling yourself, this look like a booty hole, I ain't even gonna lie, that shit be throwing me off. It's all distractions. And if you let them get you, and the reason why I say let them is because once you start vibrating so high, now you have the power. You always had the power, but now you just are aware of the power. That you can allow this or not. So when a person throws something your way, or a person trying to like make you react to something, all you gotta tell yourself is, I do not accept, I do not allow it. Even when you get a bad thought come in your mind, I do not accept, I do not allow it. That is not my reality. I am aware that this person is acting this way and doing this, but they ain't fucking nobody up but themselves. Because I ain't worthy. I know what I bring to the table. And I know that I have a genuine heart. And I have loyalty. And that's something that's very rare in this generation. So if this person gonna fuck up this friendship, this relationship, this partnership, whatever the fuck, that's on them, not on me. I'ma always be great. And you gotta leave it like that, because if you let stuff outside of you get to you, you're gonna be right back in that cycle. Man, when I was reading that journal, I'm sitting here like, I was flabbergasted. I'm sitting here and I'm like, bro, this is a cycle. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you telling me that this whole time I knew I was in a cycle, but I didn't know what that cycle consisted of and why I was repeating the same shit. Now I realize it's me holding on to people I need to let go, holding on to the past and situations. It happened, it is what it is, let it go. Don't forget it. Always remember what they did to you, what they said to you, so that, and what you did and what you allowed, so that you can move different. But forgive for your heart and keep pushing. And then I will always procrastinate. Like, God would put me in a position of where I could have been doing this shit, you feel me? But I set him procrastinating, and then working from Monday to Sunday. That ain't even no 9 to 5 job. That was a motherfucking 24-hour shift. Fuck it. And I spent all my time and energy on that shit. And for a little bit, it did help, you know? It brought in that money and shit, but bro, mentally and health-wise, that shit was fucking me up. I'm talking about, I bought a bed, bro. I ain't even get to sleep in my bed. Slept in the bed for like, what, 3 hours? Gotta get back up. Damn. I didn't even have time to go on a walk and jog and journal. And when I realized that, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, bruh, I was supposed to be working to invest into my career. This job is taking so much of my energy and time. I'm not even doing shit for my career right now. And that's when I realized, like, I'm like, fuck, I can't do this no more. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. This is slave. You slaving. And my ancestors have fought hard for us not to be slaves. We still kind of is, but I ain't gonna talk about that. But I refuse to sit there and keep working. But see, I kept going because I was scared. That's low vibrational energy. But I was scared. I'm sitting here like, bro, if I quit this job, like, I ain't got no car. We in the middle of nowhere. Like, what other job I'm gonna get? How I'm gonna get some money? Rent coming up, literally 3 days. If I pay this rent, I'm really gonna need some money. Period coming on. I'm sitting here like, bro, like, fuck. And I was scared. And it took for God to have them fire me. They just could have fired me in a more respectable way. But that happened. And I told myself after that happened that I would never continue to push myself at a job if I feel mentally and physically drained. My body, I'm so young. Why the fuck my legs? Like, I barely can walk. I'm walking all day, every day, for like 8 hours. Plus, it got to a point where my body was hurting. My body was saying, sit your ass down. And I'm like, bro, I gotta go to work. All up in this matrix type shit. Nah. And I realized, bro. So when I got a job after that, it happened again. Because the job I got after that was like working the same thing, just a different product. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, at first I was having fun. You know, of course when you start something new, you're going to like it. Sometimes. But I enjoy the people and I enjoy the environment. And I felt with how genuine the people were there compared to my previous job. But I started picking up on some signs and how the top leaders, like, they really was trying to keep all the money for themselves. Because they was like, if you get a certain amount of sales during the summer, then you'll be able to get to, instead of making an appointment, you'll be building the system for the customers. And when you get to that point, you're building the systems. This is solar. So when you're building the systems for the customers, you get paid more. The thing is, motherfuckers was not really training that well. They were just throwing us to the wolves type shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like training should consist of like my previous job. Their training was A1. Their training was A1, but the genuineness and the loyalty was not there. They all was in it for their own selfish reasons. Now the new job, the genuineness and the loyalty was there, but the training was kind of ahead of me. So I'm sitting here thinking during this, so I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna get this amount of sales to become, to start making systems for the customers? I gotta get good at this position first, and I don't even feel like I'm being trained well enough. So I'm like, I don't feel like I got enough training. Because when I did train, I trained for like 1 day. I went out and shot out somebody for 1 day, I think. And I'm like, the fuck? I'm a visual learner. Like, and everybody do shit differently. So I'm like, what the hell? So, after that happened, I started getting that feeling again. That feeling of, I'm not liking this job and my body hurting. It's the same thing. So my body was still hurting. I'm working the same hours. I just knew it was meant to be because how it happened, But I knew God was testing me again because I had told myself when I got that job, I was like, okay, if it gets to a point where I feel like exhausted or I feel like this is just not for me and my soul is literally calling me to stop, I'm going to stop. Because that's how it gets to a point. Like, I literally started visualizing my soul in chains. And I'm trying to escape. And it wasn't, in the way I felt like I was trapped. I felt like I was chained up. And I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. So, when this happened with this job, it took me a good minute. Not gonna lie, I felt guilty because, well, I wouldn't say guilty, but I didn't want to disappoint my boss because I fucked my boss so heavily. Like, he was so cool, and I saw how much he cared for his workers. So I didn't want to disappoint him. But I was like thinking to myself, like, bro, like the last day I worked, I couldn't even like walk. And I was just like, bro, like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to continue knocking doors anymore. I don't want to talk about a product I'm not passionate about. I don't give a fuck about Wi-Fi. I don't give a fuck about solar. I don't give a fuck if you want Spectrum or Frontier. I don't give a fuck if you want solar on your roof or not. I don't give a fuck. So why am I doing it? I'm not passionate about it. I'm putting my energy and time in something that I'm not passionate about. So I'm not really going to get the results I want because I'm not even putting in the amount of dedication and passion that I know I can. So that last day, when I got dropped off home, I texted my boss and I was like, and my boss lived literally like in front of me, so it was crazy because that's how I knew it was meant to be, because my boss lived in front of me, and like how I even got the job was just so easy, and I knew it was God putting that in my way, but I also knew eventually I was getting tested. And so I told him, I texted him, I was like, this isn't for me anymore. I need a break. Maybe down the line I'll probably come back because it was good money, for a sale. But I'm like, I just can't do it. Like, I'm mentally and physically, like, I'm exhausted, and I don't have enough time for myself. I don't have enough time. One thing I do focus on, especially if you're a chosen one, we love to focus on growth and self-growth and evolution. And I didn't have no time to do any of that. I didn't have no time to meditate, to journal, to fucking run, because I could have put time in it, but I was so damn tired by the time I got home. So I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, I can't. And I quit, and I was proud of myself because I knew I had passed that test. But after I quit, I knew God was sitting me down and telling me that it was time for me to rest, because I always feel guilty, or I always feel lazy, or like a fuck up if I sit down and rest. So I'm always trying to be on go, and that's not great. Sometimes God wants you to just sit and be. That's that feminine energy, you know. So God pushed me out of my masculine energy into my feminine energy, and I was sitting there just like thinking to myself like, okay, now I need to look for another job. It was kind of difficult, and people that I was staying with was not helping, but they was constantly in my ear and in my face. You got a job. You got a job. All y'all got a car. It's 5 motherfuckers. All y'all got a car. And not one of y'all stuck to y'all word. But see, you can't depend on nobody. But that's why I say they was in it for their selfish reasons. You tell me, hey, you come help us open up this business, and don't worry, we'll drive you to your shows. We'll drive you wherever you need to go. And I don't even go places but to my shows. Y'all couldn't even do that. I'm taking Uber there and back. I don't spend $75 in one day on an Uber. While y'all sitting in the crib doing ain't shit. You could have told me. Y'all go grocery shopping. Don't ask me, do I need to go grocery shopping? Y'all just come back with a bunch of groceries. Eating in my face. I'm on my bicycle that's old as fuck. Wheels fucked up. I'm constantly having to fix this bitch every day. The chain popping on this bitch. And I'm riding to Publix to buy my own groceries. 15 minutes away, putting groceries in my book bag and tying them bitches on the damn handles and riding to Publix. While those same motherfuckers who said that if you come help us with such and such, such and such, we'll take you wherever you need to go. Then whenever I ask, could y'all take me grocery shopping, y'all say, oh, just DoorDash. Do it look like I want to talk to Door for this? Do it look like I want to buy some cranberry juice that's supposed to be $2 or $1 for goddamn $10? It's like it's because you gotta realize these spirits, and they drinking alcohol every day. These are some alcoholics. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, they don't want a nigga to succeed. One of them took the pool key. There's 2 pool keys. One of them took the pool key. I'm like, can I get the key to the pool? Like, I'm finna throw a party at this bitch. I need the keys. Dude gonna text me and say, hey, you can go buy a new one at the front office. They only $10. Why the fuck would I buy a new key when we already got 2 keys? They work just fine. They're not lost. You have them. 2, we finna move out in less than a month. Why the fuck would I spend $10 on a key that ain't even gonna work in less than a month? So I'm sitting here and I'm like, damn. So I started moving different. Stayed in my room. I ain't really come out like that. I ain't really fuck with them. And I made sure I showed respect and love though, but they weren't my cup of tea. Because let me tell you something. If a person sit in your face and they smile and they happy and they lolly jolly, but behind closed doors they a demon, that's scary. And now I see why a lot of people who be in abusive relationships, y'all be trying to ask a motherfucker, why you don't tell nobody? And then some people that do tell somebody, then they get in that situation where people don't believe them. Because they're like, how? This person's so nice. This person this and that. You sure? Like, you ain't do nothing to make this him or she do this to you? But in reality, them motherfuckers are evil and narcissistic as fuck. They just always have this nice face and then they play nice, but then behind closed doors, they try to get your ass. Quick. And because you don't allow it and you aware of it, they don't like you no more. Now they telling everybody, they on the phone telling everybody about your pockets. don't even know your pockets for real. Just telling everybody about your money. Because really they want to know how the fuck you ain't got a job but your money coming in still, your phone getting paid still. You still walking around this bitch happy as fuck. And they going to work. Got bitches coming to the crib bad as fuck. Just hanging out. Throwing pool parties and shit. They want to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. We call those monitoring spirits. You gonna always know a monitoring spirit because them motherfuckers can't hide. I don't know about y'all, but they can't hide from me. How you know a monitoring spirit? When they bring up something that you posted on social media, but they don't even follow you on social media. Cause how the fuck you know that I was doing this and that on the Thursday night on Instagram, but you don't follow me on Instagram? And when I check my story viewers, you're not in the list. So how the fuck you know? Y'all just keep me blessing. See, sometimes they gotta go undercover. They be using their friend phone and shit to watch you. On their parents' phone watching you and shit. But to your face, they act like they don't fuck with you, but they really watching you. They fuck with you. They love you. Some people really just want to know how you do it. You know how many times when I stay with roommates, they moved this room. I literally would have motherfuckers on motherfucker 1. I don't know where this cussing spirit come from, but it's whatever. But this dude, I would come to the kitchen because my room right by the kitchen. So I'll come out to the kitchen, get some water and shit. As I'm getting water, and it's the water like on the fridge, so you just put the cup down. As I'm getting water and shit, when you so tapped in, you can feel. You ain't gotta see. You can feel when somebody else come in the room, or you can feel when another presence has been in the frequency in that space that you're in. So as I'm getting water, and this has happened multiple times. As I'm getting water, I start to feel this energy like somebody else is in the room with me. So, you know how you can see out the corner of your eye, like I'm looking here, but I can still see here. I can see everything here. So I would turn my body angle-wise while I'm getting water so I can see here. Not in this house, but at my old crib. And the angle that I'm standing, the room that my roommate stayed in was like that angle. So as I'm getting water, I can see where his room at. Dude is literally in the cut. Because it's like a little hall. It's the hall. 2 rooms on the side, and then the bathroom. So dude is in the cut, peeking his head out, staring at me. And I've caught him multiple times doing this. And then he would ask me all these questions. How was your day today? Okay, that's cool. I love him. No, he didn't even ask that, but I had to tell him, can you just ask me how my day going? He'll ask me like, you got a job yet? Where you working at? Just personal questions. Like, I can't remember because he would ask a lot of questions every day. Every time he see me, he would ask me questions. It got to a point where I was really like, in that phase of my life, I was really like angry, not gonna lie. So it got to a point where I spazzed out on his ass because I wasn't really as calm. I wasn't meditating as much then. Like I said, I was working, I was moving. I snapped on his ass. I'm like, bruh, you always asking me these questions like I know you. I don't know you. If you went to the hood where I'm from, you would have been got popped asking all them questions. I'm like, bro, I don't know you. Why don't you ask me how my day going, how I feel today? All them other questions, them for the birds. I don't know you. I'm not gonna tell you shit. Sometimes you gotta keep it real with motherfuckers because they don't understand when you try to be nice and you say it the nice way. Because I done told him so many times and gave him that look like, you're going too far, monitoring spirit. So I got to a point I had to tell him, like, I don't fuck with you. I said, bro, like, you ask too many questions. I don't know you from a can of paint. The way you move is not for me. Like, I don't vibe with you. I'm cordial with you, but I don't vibe with you. So stop asking me all them questions like we besties, because we're not. Then I see you always watching me from afar in the house, peeking out. I said, bro, I see you every time. You think I'm not looking at you? I see you looking at me, staring at me, watching me. I don't know what you trying to find because you ain't gonna find shit. If I am doing shit, you ain't gonna know what I'm doing. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, bruh. You a motherfucking monitoring spirit. I put that motherfucker in check though. He ain't never poke his head out the side no more looking at me. He ain't never asked me no other questions besides how your day going today. That's why people, when they hear spirituality, they think you're supposed to be all nice and loving. And no, the whole point is to take both frequencies, masculine and feminine, and balance them so that they can coexist with each other. You cannot have one without the other. Because masculine, you have to take action. That's your masculine energy. When you take action, when you beat a motherfucker ass, when you speak. Feminine is when you chill and you're calm and you're relaxed and you got jewelry on and some more shit. If a motherfucker approach you and put your life in danger, are you going to react in your feminine energy? I hope the fuck not. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. In the galaxy realm, we don't do that over here. I hope the fuck not. Look at an animal. When an animal life is threatened, you think that bitch just sit there and be in that feminine energy? Hell no. If an animal sense danger, is either gonna go or it's attacking. If a motherfucker just running his mouth, like Boss Man D-Lo said, he ain't running up bed, he running his damn mouth. If they running their mouth, that can't hurt you. That ain't gonna kill you. You can beat a motherfucking ass and they still gonna talk shit. You think cause you beat a motherfucking ass for talking shit that they ain't talking shit? So if you think that, I almost said something. I almost said you smoking. Because you could beat a motherfucker ass that's talking shit and they gonna go home to their friends, to their parents, whatever the case might be, and still talk shit. They might not talk shit the same way they was before, but they still gonna talk shit. You can't control that. So you don't react to it nor allow it or accept it. But if a motherfucker come and put your life in danger to the point where it can make you restart this whole game over, because I'm telling you now, I'd be blowed as fuck. to have to start this level over again because of motherfucker. I let a motherfucker off me. If they put your life in danger, you better tap in real quick to that masculine energy and beat that ass. Or you gone. You got to start all over. Reincarnate. Good luck. So you gotta know when to be humble and when not to be. You gotta know when to move in your feminine and when not to move in, and when to move in the masculine. That's why the world's so fucked up today, because everybody leaning to that masculine side. Fuck bitches, they hoes. Fuck these niggas, they be cheating. Feminine and masculine just fighting. Now niggas be jealous of females because they want to be a female. Or niggas jealous of females because now the females want to be with the females. But that was already from the start. We was already together. Females was already like this with each other from the start. When we was the first ones on the planet. That's nothing new. Why you think y'all men love it and y'all think it's cute to see two women kiss and fuck? We been doing it. See, people got y'all so stuck, y'all think slavery is about the skin color. That's the physical slavery. But when you was in school and they was teaching you slavery, you kind of lost. And it's okay because of that. I'm talking to myself too. It flew past our heads that slavery started with feminine and masculine energies. And that's what the spiritual war is today. That's what it is. Why you think we look at these movies and shit, they say, oh, like the King of the Jungle or something like that, the Jungle Book, when it first started, it's the snake and she's a female narrator, she's a female voice, and she says, it's crazy, it's a snake. Because the snake plays as your kundalini energy, as your spine and your chakras. So this snake, that's big as fuck, long as fuck, she said, I've been around for a long time. And I've seen, man, I got YouTube up right here. Bro, who played as her? Oh my God, don't tell me her fine ass played as her. Scarlett Johansson played as the snake. Oh my God, her fine ass. Alright, I'm trying to find the beginning. Because it literally was the beginning of the movie. I got a kiwi stuck in my teeth. Damn. In this fucking... Let me see if this is...
Welcome to the PetSmart kitchen.
I ain't trying to hear that. This might not be it. This a old one. I fuck with that one though. Damn, why they ain't got it? Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, the opening scene. This might be it right here. Let me see. So before this might be it, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the tale of the cub we call Mowgli.
This one.
It was higher ground.
Wolves don't hide in trees.
I can't keep up with them, Kira. I tried. I just picked the wrong tree.
It was
Oh shit, it might copyright me, so y'all gotta look it up yourself. But in the movie Jungle Book, or like Mowgli or some shit, the snake literally describes, like, she says, I've been in this jungle for a long time and I've seen the changes in the woods or something like that. I can't quote it, specifically. And then she said, and it's crazy because I'm looking at here and it says Ka, hold it Ka, and planet Earth used to be called Planet Ka before it was called Earth. So that's crazy that the snake is called Ka because Earth was called Planet Ka before it was called Earth. So hey, they put it in the movies. I didn't even know that was the snake name, but she basically said, she was like, I've seen. Then she's like, then one day I seen the first man. Now she didn't say the first human. She didn't say the first woman. She said, I seen man. These animals in these woods have never seen man before in the Mowgli movie. They had just arrived and they're like, what the fuck this? How? Why you think in slavery, they was like, women couldn't vote. Women couldn't work certain jobs. All women could do is be at home and cook and provide for the man. But if you go farther back before that, and you look at all the history, a woman was always in the forefront of something that drastically changed. Like Harriet Tubman. So of course y'all took all the energy to belittle a woman and take her power. Because when man came, we had to make our own. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck these people is? I thought it was just us here, girl. Hold on. Well, girl, did you see that man? Who the hell is he? We finna have to make our own version of our mans because I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know who that is or where they come from. The Caucasus Mountains, the mountains. But we finna have to make our own mans. The caves. They coming out of these caves. Where y'all came from? The caves? We finna have to make our man because they coming out of these caves. From what though? If we ain't make them and we the only one on these planet, how the fuck they just got created out of nowhere in the caves? Why you think the Mowgli movie in the Jungle Book is about being in the jungle? Because the caves are in the jungle. So, damn. Girl, let's go ahead and make these men. We finna go ahead and make our neuromelanin man, and then we made our man. And that's why man got a program to this day that they are here to protect women. You think that program just come from nowhere? Everything is a program. Why do you think when you watch TV, it say your program will start shortly? Your program will resume shortly. So we gotta make our version of our man, because I don't know where the fuck they came from, but we gotta make our version of our man, and we finna program them to protect us. Because I don't know where the fuck they came from, but they talking about they came out of these caves. AKA Christopher Columbus discovered neuromelanins. Women. Us. He didn't discover America. How you discover something that was already there? Like, discovering something is like me finding this goddamn bowl of avocado, and I'm like, bro, I discovered this bowl of avocado. I know what it is. I just found it. For him to discover America, America had to already be America. But see, America, that's just a name and a title. And we all know these cities and these countries was not the same name that it is today, because it changed as time flew by. So did he really discover America? It was already there. So what the fuck did you discover that you could actually pinpoint something? I can grab this charging piece and say, I discovered this charger piece in this room today. I know what it is. I just discovered it. I found it. Did he name America? You trying to tell me this man found a certain area in the world and just named it America and said he discovered it? And people was already there? On the planet? If people and tribes are already on the planet, how the fuck you what? He discovered us. That's what he discovered. We was doing some wild shit too. So we had to make our version of our man to protect us. But then guess what? The masculine energy wanted to be in control instead of coexisting. Why you think when you see all these shows and shit in these movies, they start off with a truce or trying to attempt a truce? Let's coexist. Let's trade with each other. Let's make a truce. And then there's always one side that say no, because what they want, more power, more money, or something. So we finna go fuck up this land and this because we want that, and we want that, and we want that. Fuck that coexist and that truce shit, because that no, we ain't doing that. Fuck that truce. A truce where? They showing you in the movies what happened. They showing you. Us being so nice and loving and in that feminine energy and high vibrational. Let's coexist. We'll teach you everything that you want to know. We'll teach you all that we know. It's just a lot of people like to say, okay, if they took our land and shit, and we supposed to be these powerful beings, how the fuck they took it from us? Easy. They set up in our faces and pretended like they were fucking with us, and they wanted to coexist. And once they learned everything that they could, and they learned how we did our powers and maneuvered and how we spoke and shit, they disintegrated all that shit and made us weak. We so genuine and loving, we told them every fucking thing. To the only thing they don't know is how we built that damn pyramid. We told them every motherfucking thing to trap us in this low shit. Now, we are in a phase where everything is rising. So if you are still stuck on the fact that, oh, it's black and white and Dominican and this, first of all, simplify it. I'm so sick of hearing Dominicans and Trinidadians and whatever the fuck y'all call them. Oh, are they supposed to be black or Spanish or this and that? Latinos are black. And black is not even, this is not black. This is neuromelanin. This is just a shade of brown. And if you are a Latino, you are considered to have neuromelanin in your fucking DNA. I need to meditate on my throat chakra more, because what the fuck? You have to realize that some of these titles they created don't even need to be used. Like when a person say, oh, they bipolar. Bipolar? Bipolar? You mean this person got spiritual gifts and they can tap in to all different abilities and different sides of them? Because they have experienced being in different forms in different lifetimes? You mean that? Bipolar well. See, humans love to put a title on something they do not understand because it makes them understand a little bit more. It's the same as when you get in a relationship. You and a person talking, right? Y'all in the talking stage. You know you in the talking stage. See, that didn't even used to exist back then. Back then it was, I have a crush on you. That go that title again, crush. I have a crush on you, and I'm trying to get right. So what's up? Back then we used to say, oh, we in the talking stage. We just talking, but this is the talking stage right here. We in the talking stage. That didn't even exist. But once again, humans need to title shit and name shit so they can understand it more. Because in a relationship, when you and a person talking, and it's just talking, people always got that one thought in their head. So what are we? We've been talking for a few months and doing this. What are we? And then it's always, 9 times out of 10, that person don't say what they are. So someone created, oh, we in the talking stage. We in the talking stage. I don't know what we are, but we in the talking stage. We talking, so I guess it's the talking stage. Then, once you pass the talking stage, you throw another title on it. Oh, we boyfriend and girlfriend now. Because you got to understand it. So when a human can't understand something, they try to find a word to describe it. A word to call it. Because if it's different and it's strange and it's unique, it's creepy and it's evil and it's scary. So instead of saying that this dude has spiritual abilities, we're going to say this dude has ADHD and he's bipolar and he needs to be in a mental home. But majority of those people who are in a mental home, they just so tapped in, but this journey is so lonely. It takes a strong person to understand, one, what journey and path they on, and two, how to use their abilities. Because if you don't understand how to use your abilities, you're going to always think you crazy. You're going to always doubt yourself. And you know, one of the main reasons why people that's in a mental home are deemed crazy or seen as crazy, because they surrounded themselves around the wrong motherfuckers and they talking to the wrong motherfuckers. Put a chosen one next in a room with another chosen one. They can have a deep conversation for hours about anything. Put a chosen one in the room with a motherfucker who's too weak to be, and they can be controlled. that conversation that ain't it's not gonna last long. It's not in alignment. They don't understand shit you talking about. Now you frustrated because you trying to get them to understand and see what you see and hear what you hear and feel what you feel. But they see you as motherfucking crazy because they don't know what the fuck you talking about. So you fucking crazy and they finna call the fucking mental home. Soon as my mom see somebody sad or depressed, I'm finna call the mental home. Damn. Sometimes it's good to feel sad because you know something not right. Sometimes it's good to feel those bad emotions because you realize that something in your reality is not fulfilling you and it's not right. Because you realize and you feel that a change need to happen. If everything felt good all the time, and these illusions where you struggling, that's dangerous. Because you wouldn't know that you in a fucked up situation. Imagine being around people who really ain't want the best for you, but you couldn't even feel it and you couldn't see it. So you really thought they wanted the best for you. And then years and months fly by and you fucked up. Sometimes it takes for you to feel uncomfortable. Sometimes it takes for you to feel angry and sad. Sometimes it takes for you to ask for discernment to see the real mask that your friends or family or whatever the fuck is wearing so that you can change for the better. So that you can figure out what needs to be removed from your life. So you can figure out what you need to let go. You can't figure any of that shit out if everything is always feeling comfortable and good. So as I go through this life and journey, like this journey of mine, it has helped me appreciate all things in my life. And it has helped me look around at other people and see that they are very abundant, but they are not aware of how abundant they are because y'all heard that? I heard that shit like it was nothing. It was a female voice. She told me, yeah. But she said, yeah. But a lot of people, you'll start to realize that a lot of people are very abundant, but they don't see how abundant they are because they haven't went through the struggles in life to see that what they had was just they have the ability to see that what they had was their abundance. And abundance come in all type of forms. When people hear abundance, they think, hold on, I gotta cut too short. When people think of abundance, they just they think of money. And abundance come in all type of forms. It can come in the form of a person. It can come in the form it can come in the form of it can come in the form of money. It can come in the form of a person. It can come in the form of a house. It can come in the form of an animal. Abundance can come in the form of a flower. It can be, it's that simple. But a lot of people deem abundance to be just money. So they don't realize for some honey, for some love, for abundance. It's that simple. Put some honey in you. You gotta feed your ancestors, and they all in you. But I appreciate all the things that I went through in life and what I'm going through now. From the struggle, from being homeless, sleeping in the car, being broke, for not having no money, not having no family, not having no friends, nothing. And I'm back in that same boat. Not gonna say I ain't gonna have no money. People be quick to say they broke because they don't have $100 or more. But if you have money in general, you're not broke. So, not broke, but I am in a phase where, you know, I have no family, no friends, that I deem to be, like, really genuine, like my friend. Nothing, like, I don't even have the ability to create music right now because I don't have any of my equipment. I barely have my clothes. Everything's in the storage. I've been through this before, where I had to literally be scripting everything, but I've got the realization that, like, bro, if I was to have it all, I don't think I would have been as grateful or appreciative as I am now for life. And y'all see that? That must be that honey. Yep. As I am now with life and stuff, like, I wouldn't be as grateful because, yeah, struggling, that shit hurt. That shit, especially when you're doing it by yourself and you ain't got no shoulder you can cry on. You ain't got nobody you can talk to. You ain't got nobody that can understand you because you're on this lonely path and you're alone. But, like, to be able to go through all of that by myself, and, yeah, God do provide, like, the people around that time and the places and the opportunities do come, and God do provide. But, you know, it just helped me be grateful and thankful of all that I've done, all that I achieved, and all that I fight to continue to achieve now, because of the fact that I realized that abundance come in a lot of forms. And as a chosen one, we all are on this lonely path with no family, no friends, no siblings, no type of loyalty from anybody, because they are too weak and they're being controlled and they're being used and they're playing their role right. They playing their role right. So you can't be mad at them because they playing the role right. I really gotta work on my throat chakra. But it's like, I look at everybody around me, they got a good relationship with their parents, the money flowing in, friends call their phone, friends come pick them up, then maybe they got a partner, maybe they got somebody who don't mind coming to scoop them, or somebody that hit them up once in a while, like, bro, you wanna hang? Like, people don't see that is abundance. And some people in this world, like me personally, I wish that my bond with my parents was like this. I wish that I had a father in my life, because I look just like my father. And he cool, and he chill. But he wasn't a father. You know, he wasn't in my life. Now, I'm trying to make sure I ain't got no boogie. Now I'm to the point where, like, now I'm in this phase of where, like, it used to hurt me that I didn't have a father, and that me and my mom not as close as we used to be, or close at all. She blocked, fuck it. But now I'm to the point where, like, life is a game, and everybody is a spirit and a physical vessel playing their role. And that's that same spirit that might have been your best friend in this lifetime or your parent in this lifetime. They could have been somebody else in your past life. So when somebody show you that they not with the rod, they not for you. That's why when people talk about, is it Kendrick Lamar? He said something about like his grandma ain't see the vision, so she ain't with me or something like that. So everybody like, oh my God, he tripping up. That's the 3D realm. Y'all vibrated too low. Y'all don't get it. He know what he talking about. I know what he talking about. It took me going through this cycle twice. To finally get it. To finally understand that if Spirit gonna give me all that I truly desire, certain people you gotta let go of. They can't come with you. They are not worthy and deserving of what you put your hard work and energy into. These are the same people who belittled your visions. These were the same people who put your dreams in the back seat. These were the same people who told you, fuck your dreams. Think realistic. These were the same people who told you that maybe you were ugly or they didn't accept you for who you are, what you like. These were the same people who brought your frequency down. They didn't help you try to connect with your higher self. They didn't help you try to reach your full potential. They didn't motivate you. They didn't push you to be better. Hell, they didn't even support you. They made up an excuse of why they couldn't pull up to the show. They made up an excuse of why they couldn't pull up to the goddamn game. They made an excuse. They gave you nothing but excuses. But you think because it's somebody close to you that you're supposed to hold on to that. You're not worthy and deserving of that. So why are you holding on to that? It took me being down on my ass for the second time. This is the second time. I just noticed this is different, that I switched the cycle because I'm not homeless. And I won't be when I move out of here. And that's a fact. I'm going to be somewhere better than where I am right now. The first time I was sleeping in a car with my cat. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, I was trying to go to my father's house. He said I can move with him. On the way there, he called me bitching and cussing me out for no reason. He never talked to me like that. He didn't want me to stay with him for real. So I turned around in the middle of the motherfucking highway. I said, man, you might as well turn this motherfucking Tesla around because, hey. And I was homeless. 222 on the clock. Now, Spirit trying to say, that's all love. Yeah, it's all love. It's all love, because truth be told, I ain't want to live over there anyways. But as my father, and as me being your daughter, if you want to put these physical titles on the shit, you shouldn't even have allowed a fucking second of me being homeless. That shouldn't even have been a motherfucking timeline. But it was. I said, alright, okay. Then on the way back from turning around, my other parent called me cussing me out about some dumbass shit. The dumbest shit ever. And literally said, don't come to my house because you can't stay with me. And I ain't do a damn thing. So I slept in the car with my cat. And the last little bit of money I had, I bought cat food and I made sure she ate. And the last little energy and time I had, I used that time and energy to try to find her somewhere to sleep while I found her a home to stay at, because I know I wasn't going to be able to take care of her. Took it day by day. I found a home for her where I was able to see her. My friend let me stay the night at her crib for a few days. And then life just went from there. But this time it's different because I ain't gonna be homeless. And the motherfuckers who block, they staying blocked. The ones who I let go, they staying let go. There's only one person that I will allow back, and I said, God, show me that it's time to allow that person back. But other than that, the other shit, block, delete, gone. Because now I have the eyes. I pray for discernment, and I have the eyes to see that the people close to me is the ones who are going to fuck me up. They don't want to see me succeed. They don't want to see me do good. And that's cool. Because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And all evil intentions and all evil eye being sent my way is being sent back to the center before it even reaches me. But like I said earlier, it's all about what you allow and what you accept. We ain't allowing and accepting the bare minimum no more. I used to think, oh, I'm the problem because I love so deeply and I feel so deeply. I love so hard. I feel so hard. And I know that all these other people, they don't have the capacity to love as deeply as I do because they don't feel and they don't see as deep as I do. So you want to love them for who they are because no one's perfect. But you can love a person for who they are at a distance. You can accept and love a person for who they are at a distance. You do not have to accept and allow the way that they treat you, the way they speak to you, and the energy they throw at you. It is not your right. You are not obligated to accept and allow that because they don't have the capacity to love and reciprocate your energy. Because that's you telling yourself that you accept the bare minimum. That you accept that somebody treating you like that. That you accept that shit. I don't accept it, I don't allow it, and I don't want to keep repeating myself. So you got to go. I don't give a fuck how they feel. I'm blocking still. Song coming soon. I don't give a fuck how they feel. I'm blocking still. I'm telling you. Block. And I don't even block people. So if I block you, that means like, bro, you're done. You're not coming back in my reality. You're not coming back in this realm. You are blocked and banned. Bitch, you are banned. You gone. You can call me 3 years later and apologize. I accept that apology, but you're not coming back in my reality. Gone. Because I know that these next few weeks, it's finna be tough, but it's also finna be so abundant. These next few weeks, if you have been meditating and focusing on you and letting go of all that you need to let go of and tapping in, these next few weeks, these next few months, hell, the next year, it's going to be a little tough times because you got to have polarity. But when that abundance hit and that abundance come, that shit going to come 20 times than you ever seen that shit come to you. Because that spirit rewarding you for all that you have done, all that they've been telling you to do. And you've been procrastinating that shit. So when you start seeing that money coming in, and you start seeing motherfuckers out of nowhere just hitting you up, and they're like throwing opportunities at you, Just know you shifted. And you are now your higher self. Just know that you are untouchable. And nobody can touch you unless you accept it and allow it. Just know you have reached a high vibration that nobody can be able to touch. When it comes to the low vibrational people being controlled, the ones that's being controlled, they won't even be able to reach you or touch you unless you accept and allow it. So as you continue on this new path in this timeline that you shifted into, just always remember that. When the bullshit started to hit you, because it's going to be a little bullshit. And it ain't, I'm going to tell you this, though. It's going to be more abundance than bullshit. As long as you keep your head up. It's going to be more abundance than bullshit. The bullshit will be there as lessons and tests. Not lessons, but tests. Just to see. See, because God funny. God going to test you 1 time and 2 times. And then when God put you in a position, God going to test you again in that position. To see if you really mean it. Now that I gave you all that you asked for, you said that you would give this and this and this. Because it's all a give and take. That's all the universe is. It's a give and take with energy. Now that I put you in this position to create this and that and that, are you going to do what you said you was going to do? Are you going to heal the collective? Are you going to stay consistent and creative? Are you going to stay focused on your craft and not let nothing outside of you distract you? Are you going to let something that's considered bullshit distract you and bring you down? Or are you going to use that as a fuse and use it to amplify what you created? Are you going to create what you said you was going to create? Are you going to heal the collective like you said you was going to do? I put you in a position that I gave you the tools you need. I gave you the people. I put you in the environment. I put you around the people you said you needed. I put you in the fucking area you needed. And I gave you the opportunities and the keys to the doors that you asked for. Now, you said you was going to do this. For to test your ass and see if you going to do it. Now that I put you in the position you asked to be in, are you going to do it? Or are you just going to take all that we just given you and run with it? And bite the hand that feeds you? That's going to be your next test. God going to put you in a position and give you all that shit. It's gradually going to come. Slowly but surely, you're going to see you in the environment you need to be in. You're around the people you need to be around. All the manifestations just start coming in. From the small to the bigger ones. And God going to see. Okay, then let's see what she going to do what she said. He going to do what he said. Let's see. And as soon as you fuck up. Because look, I did this too. I rose in frequency and shit, and then guess what? All those people that I let go of, they came back, because they going to come back. They always come back. They came back and I allowed them in. And as soon as I allowed them in, and my energy started to shift to them, I could feel how I went from feeling within, how I felt so light and happy, I started to feel dense and all sad and mad again. Now I'm fighting to take my energy back. Which mostly 9 times out of 10 is difficult for chosen ones because we love deep. So if we let this person in, it's someone we love. But I'm telling you now, before you let anybody in, before you do anything that doesn't pertain to what you said you was going to do when you was manifesting all what you trying to bring in while you in this phase right now, you better pray for discernment. You better pray and ask God that God show you why this person come back in your life. If this person gonna benefit me, allow this person to come back in. God, give me a sign. But if this person is sitting here coming in to hinder me, or they got ill intentions or evil intentions, send them away. Remove them. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm too focused. I got the tools, I got the environment, I got the people. I'm too focused. I'm creating. You got to be locked in and tapped in like you cussing at. Motherfuckers want to talk about cussing at, but he the number one top streamer because he's so focused on himself. His energies is so balanced. Like, you might see him go party or drink here and there. But you rarely see that. That man is making an impact. Fuck working. He ain't working shit. He's making and creating an impact. He's creating a revolution. He don't even know that. The next screamers that come up after him, because you got to realize people get old. There's always going to be a new wave of people. New wave of artists. New wave of gamers. New wave of basketball players. These people get old. But he don't set the tone for how to scream. So the next motherfucker that get on there, when he get off, they can take from what he did and they can use that. Being consistent, learning the schedule that works for you. Whatever it is that you're trying to create and you're trying to manifest, I'm telling you, you have to be focused. And if you a chosen one, the reason why you alone all the time is because you have to be focused. You have to be. It's just like you are on a mission. So if you're not going all in, you need to let God know right now. So God can create another path for you, and you can live in a 3D realm, and you can go work you a 9 to 5, and you can go clubbing all night every day. It ain't nothing wrong with 9 to 5, but I'm just saying this is like the 3D aspect rule in life is to find you a job, work a 9 to 5, make you some money, keep working, have a family, keep working, and then you finally retire, and then you can chill with your family. That's a boring, lame ass life to me. I'm trying to see the world I created. How the fuck? What? I want to go to Brazil, Africa, Japan. Baby, take me everywhere. I want to see it all. Or some people are raised in their hometown and then they literally stay there their whole life. Like, that is so crazy to me. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's so crazy to me because, like, especially with my hometown, because ain't shit here. Everybody just gossip and talk about each other. Ain't shit here. So for a motherfucker to stay here all day life? Oh my God. And that's why you gotta be grateful for this path too, because it's lonely, but it's so unique and cool. You get all these cool things, you get to do all these cool things, you get to meet all these cool people like this. I remember when I told my mom the day before, I was like, I'm gonna meet Gekyo, I'm gonna see X kid, I'm gonna see him. And the next day, literally the next day, that's how I knew I was powerful, right then and there. The next day, I saw Gekyo. The next day. If I tell Spirit I want some sushi today, somebody gonna come through this door with some sushi today. If I tell Spirit I want to go out tonight, oh, best believe somebody finna have come through and we going out tonight. You don't ask for shit no more. You don't ask for shit. You demand it. You don't ask for shit. See, I had to realize that too. Damn, if I'm the universe and the universe is living itself through me, then why the fuck am I asking the universe? I'm the universe. You pray and you demand it. If somebody's sending you negative energy and you want to get rid of that shit, you demand that shit. I do not accept that or allow that. And divine decree, all negative energy and evil eye being sent towards me, I ask that it be sent back to a sender before it even reaches me. Sometimes I be nice and I be like, transmute it to love and healing energy so that they can heal. Sometimes I say, fuck it. Send it back to them 10 times fold. I'm tired of them. You gotta demand that shit. And then once you demand it, you let it go and you be grateful. Spirit, I demand that you get me to where I need to be at. You give me the tools that I need so that I can create and heal the collective consciousness like you asked me to do, so I can continue on my path and do my mission and achieve my mission like I said I was going to do before I came here in the physical realm. Spirit, I demand that you give me the focus and the energy to stay focused, to stay consistent, to stay high vibrational, to stay with my high self-esteem and high confidence to achieve all that I need to achieve. And anything that's hindering me, even traits within me, I ask that you get rid of it. I demand that anything that's in my way that's hindering me, that it be removed, and you give me the discernment to see who are genuine people and who are not, to see who's benefiting me and who is not, to see what opportunity would be best for me in the long run and right now and what's not. Spirit, I am grateful for all that you have done for me today. Spirit, thank you for giving me the discernment. Spirit, thank you for putting me in a position where I could be around all the tools that I need and all around the people who lift me and motivate me. Spirit, I am grateful for the $10,000 that you gave me today. Whatever it is, you just supposed to demand it and then you tell them thank you like it's already here. And then you move like you got it. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. I get it. It is. Especially when you're trying to manifest love and money and whatever the case. It's hard. But who said it was going to be easy? And just because it's hard, that's why, because it's hard. And it takes so much of your time and energy. When you get the abundance, you can't get that shit away like that. You can't. Just because they feel like they obligated to it, they feel like you owe them some shit. You don't owe nobody shit. They ain't sit with you all night when you meditated. They ain't sit with you when you was homeless. They ain't sit with you when you ain't have shit. When you was crying and you had all these tears on your face, ain't nobody come and wipe your tears off your face. Ain't nobody come catch your tears. At least for me. I cried yesterday. Nobody caught them bitches. Ain't nobody come and pull up and say, bro, I'm finna come off of a shoulder. People don't understand how simple it is to give some abundance. I would appreciate, I'd be so grateful. As simple as somebody that's genuine and they really just love and care for you and they offer their shoulder for me to cry on. Galaxy, you ain't having a good day, bro. I'm finna pull up. You can cry on my shoulder. Fuck it. Sometimes people don't want money. Sometimes people want to go on a walk together. Let's go on a picnic. Take me to the goddamn pool. Just get me out the house. But see, people don't see how simple it is. And that's why I'm grateful for this journey that I'm on, because being stripped away from everything, having to let go of everything, even my control, it has taught me that abundance doesn't lie around you, it's within you. Because some people don't have the ability to see the love that's all around you all day, every day. There's love around you all day, every day. And it's crazy how people, because they always moving in that masculine energy. They always going to work. They always got to be on the move. They always got to get to the money, chase the money. Not realizing that the feminine energy is the one that attracts the money in the first place. But because these people are always on go mode, they never have time to really sit with themselves or even sit in silence and look around them and see that all they have, they got a lot. They got enough. I see some people who have parents and they treat their parents like shit. They talk to their parents like shit. Hell, I wish my bond with my parents was like this, and you over there talking to your parents that's real nice. That bitch came and made you breakfast and bought it to you in bed. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just making up shit. But I'm just saying, like, 9 times out of 10, these parents be so nice and so loving, and their kids just don't really see that the parent they have is so abundant. You should be grateful that your parent make you food. My mom stopped cooking family meals so long ago. I haven't had a family meal in I don't know how long. Motherfuckers talking about Thanksgiving. Hell, I don't even know where I'm finna be at for Thanksgiving. You gotta be grateful. I see people buy groceries and then go and buy DoorDash instead of just cooking their groceries. Letting their food go old and moldy. And it's like, it's people that don't even eat. It's people that would appreciate that food that you just wasted. I remember when Spirit forced me to fast for weeks. Two weeks, 2.5. By literally taking all my food, and they had no cash to get no food. I knew Spirit was wanting me to fast, but I was like, damn. And in that moment, I got to see that people ain't even appreciate their food. Because it's so simple. Like, it's not even simple. It's a part of their daily life. When I make a cup of coffee, man, I say thank you. I'm looking at this coffee like this is one of the best coffees today. Like, this coffee, I'm grateful for. Might make me another avocado because that shit was busting. That shit made me feel good inside. I'm grateful. Like, I really watch people treat shit like shit because they feel like they could just get another one. And that's cool because physical things you can be replaced. But I'm talking about things that can't, like a relationship between your parent. You gotta be grateful. Just like when I had roommates in that nice ass house. Man, that house, if that was my house, boy, if that was my house by myself, I swear to God, that shit would have been laid. Not saying it wasn't, but it's like, they didn't appreciate it. I don't feel like they did. Because a person that appreciates something, they gonna make sure that shit stay nice. It shouldn't take for another motherfucker to come in there and constantly say, hey, clean up after yourself. Y'all too grown for that shit, first of all. I was the youngest one in that house. And these motherfuckers act like they was 10. The way they would make a meal and leave all that damn trash on the damn counter. And we got like 4 trash cans in the kitchen. Oh, you lazy. Oh, you lazy. Oh, okay. You don't appreciate this. God just moved you out of a little small apartment and put you in this nice ass home and you still treating this bitch like it ain't shit. And then you thought that you was gonna get your deposit back. That really should have went to me, because I was the one cleaning up that bitch all the time. I might not respond to emails, but I see it. I see it. But God handled it, because when I looked at the next email, I said, hey, don't deposit that check. Because that master bedroom wasn't looking too great. Which is crazy, because that was the main ones that was keeping the house dirty. I'm like, bro, clean up. And y'all thought y'all was going to get that deposit back? Please. You bought a cheap-ass vacuum when most of the house is carpet. What type of vacuum? What? If y'all seen that damn vacuum, that shit look like a toy vacuum. I knew right then and there they don't clean when they bought that damn vacuum in the house. I'm like, damn. This vacuum should not have even been created. That shouldn't even have been, that vacuum shouldn't even have existed. That must have been a test run vacuum. That must have been the first vacuum that they attempted to make and it didn't work, so now they made the best vacuums. Because that vacuum, that shit wasn't vacuuming shit. At all. I almost said something, but I gotta keep that in my head. Spirit funny as fuck. Remember when Ice Spice that her friend was eating too much, she ate all that food like a vacuum. Almost said that vacuum that they bought. That shit was giving Ice Spice energy. Barely eating. But Ice Spice be, I don't know why the fuck they be talking about, we ain't gonna get into celebrities then, but I don't know why the fuck they be talking about her weight, cause I feel like Shawty is at a healthy weight compared to when she first became famous. I'm not gonna say that wasn't healthy, but it wasn't healthy for her. Like, for her height, you could tell that she wasn't comfortable with it. If she was, she wouldn't have worked so hard to be where she at now with her body. Because you could tell she been working out for real, for real. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. Because working out and staying consistent at that, to be able to hold your own body weight in one hand, that means she stayed consistent. Shout out to her. But y'all really got to focus y'all energy on yourself. And y'all really got to be grateful. When you wake up, when I wake up in the rising, I'll say, God, I'm grateful to have all my senses. I can breathe, I can hear, I can see, I can feel, I can touch. In this fake-ass, illusion-ass reality, I still got all my senses. My sensory is not distorted. I'm grateful. And then, when I go outside and I meditate, put my foot in the grass, I listen to positive affirmations in the rising on YouTube, or I'll say something myself. I just speak about what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful to be able to eat, grateful to be able to take a shower, grateful to be able to have clothes on my body. It's cold as fuck outside. Florida got this bipolar ass weather, so I'm definitely grateful to have some clothes on my body. I'm grateful for the food that I have access to. I'm grateful for the Wi-Fi that I have access to, because if I didn't have Wi-Fi, I wouldn't even be able to do shit. Grateful for this light, because this light is hitting right now. I'm grateful for some jackets, because it's cold as fuck, and if I didn't have a jacket, I probably wouldn't even walk outside or want to go out tonight. I'm just grateful. You gotta find small ass shits to be grateful for. You really do. But that wraps up this video. I am so proud of myself for creating this video. This video will be on YouTube soon. Make sure you guys follow, like, subscribe, however they do it on here. I don't know, I don't care. Just make sure y'all be able to catch me live again. Cause we stay consistent, we stay focused. If you don't see me go live, it's because this shit tweaking and I'm still trying to figure out how to maneuver with this shit. I'm still working on creating a schedule. But please keep y'all head up high, stay focused, and stay aligned. And make sure that y'all are, most importantly, not reacting to bullshit. Don't react. Walk away. Process the emotion, process the situation, and then figure out what that situation is trying to like teach you. Because if it's a lower vibrational person triggering you, it's 9 times out of 10 that situation is trying to teach you something, or it's testing you. So once you go break down the situation and everything, you'll be able to see, okay, this is a test, or oh shit, this is a lesson. So really meditate, really focus, dive in, and most importantly, keep y'all head up. Y'all gotta let go of anything that's not serving y'all. Y'all really gotta let go of anything that's distracting y'all and like just like really confusing y'all. Whatever puts you in that lower energy state, get rid of it ASAP. No Rocky. Other than that, galaxy of love, y'all. Have a beautiful day. Have an abundant day. Spread some love. Give a flower, something. Give her a compliment. It's that simple. Love you.